Whether in your personal relationships, at work, or in casual social settings, being able to understand what others are thinking and feeling without them explicitly telling you is a highly valuable skill. People often communicate more through their nonverbal cues, facial expressions, gestures, posture, than through their words. To master the art of reading people, you need to be observant, empathetic, and conscious of the subtleties of human behavior. Reading people isn't about being manipulative or controlling, but about understanding the complexities of human emotions and social interactions. This skill can help you in almost every area of life, from improving your relationships to negotiating better at work, to being a better friend who can offer emotional support. In this video, we will break down the key techniques you can use to become better at reading people and understanding what makes them tick. 1. Start by observing body language. Body language is one of the most telling indicators of how a person feels. While we can sometimes control our words, our bodies often give away more than we intend. That's why observing body language is a foundational skill in reading people. Posture. How someone carries themselves speaks volumes. A person standing tall, with shoulders back and head up, often projects confidence or openness. On the other hand, slouched shoulders, crossed arms, or a closed-off posture may suggest discomfort, defensiveness, or insecurity. In conversation, open postures, facing you directly, uncrossed arms, generally mean they are engaged and receptive, whereas closed postures might indicate the opposite. Gestures. People use their hands to express themselves when they talk, and these gestures can give you insights into their feelings. Quick, jerky movements might suggest impatience or nervousness, while slow, deliberate gestures can signify thoughtfulness or calm. Additionally, fidgeting or playing with objects like pens or phones often points to anxiety, discomfort, or even dishonesty. Facial expressions. The face is incredibly expressive, and even small changes can indicate shifts in mood or thoughts. Pay attention to eyebrows. Raised can signal surprise, furrowed often indicates confusion or concern, lips. Tightened lips may show frustration, a relaxed smile suggests comfort, and eyes, the windows to the soul, as they say. Microexpressions, those fleeting facial movements that occur in less than a second, are especially revealing. These expressions are hard to fake and often reflect someone's true feelings, even when they are trying to hide them. Eye contact. A person's eyes can tell you so much. Direct eye contact generally signals interest or confidence, while avoiding eye contact may mean they're uncomfortable, shy, or even hiding something. But beware of overgeneralizing. Different cultures have different norms around eye contact. In some cultures, making prolonged eye contact can be seen as confrontational, while in others, it's a sign of respect and attentiveness. 2. Listen to tone of voice and speech patterns. Reading people isn't just about what they say, but how they say it. A person's tone of voice, pace of speech, and even the volume can provide clues about their emotional state and intentions. Tone of voice. Is the person's voice calm and steady, or are they speaking quickly and in a higher pitch? A rising tone or an abrupt change in tone might indicate excitement, nervousness, or even anger. Meanwhile, a calm, steady voice usually signals comfort or confidence. People also tend to emphasize certain words when they are feeling particularly emotional about a subject. Picking up on these emphases can help you understand what matters most to them. Speech patterns. How someone speaks is often as important as what they say. For example, a person who hesitates or stumbles over their words might be uncertain or uncomfortable. Someone who speaks very quickly might be anxious or excited, while slow, deliberate speech can indicate careful thought or even frustration. Pay attention to how their speech shifts depending on the subject at hand. Pauses and silence. Sometimes, what people don't say is more important than what they do. If someone pauses before answering a question, it could mean they are carefully considering their response, or that they're uncertain or even hiding something. Silence can also signal discomfort, especially in social situations where there's an expectation to keep the conversation going. 3. Emotional intelligence. Understanding what drives behavior. To really read people effectively, you need to tap into your emotional intelligence. This means being able to identify and understand both your own emotions and the emotions of others. Emotionally intelligent people are better at reading social cues, understanding body language, and empathizing with others. Empathy. One of the most powerful tools for reading people is empathy, putting yourself in their shoes and trying to see the world from their perspective. This isn't just about understanding what they're feeling, it's about understanding why they're feeling that way. When you can empathize with someone, you're better equipped to interpret their actions and words. Recognizing emotional reactions. People's emotions often drive their behavior, so being able to spot emotional reactions is crucial. For example, someone might raise their voice when they're upset or withdraw when they feel vulnerable. By recognizing these reactions, you can tailor your response accordingly, whether that's giving someone space when they need it, or offering support when they're feeling down. Self-awareness. Understanding your own emotions is just as important as reading others. When you're aware of how your emotions influence your behavior, you can more easily recognize similar patterns in others. This also helps you stay objective. If you know that you tend to get defensive in certain situations, you can consciously avoid letting 5. The role of context and cultural awareness. It's important to remember that context matters. The same body language or tone of voice can mean very different things depending on the situation and the person's cultural background. For example, in some cultures, avoiding eye contact is a sign of respect, while in others it might be seen as a sign of dishonesty. Always consider the context of the situation and be aware of cultural differences when interpreting people's behavior. Contextual cues. A person might act differently depending on where they are or who they're with. Someone who is nervous at work might exhibit completely different behavior when they're relaxed at home. When reading people, always take into account the environment and the situation they're in. For example, someone who seems tense during a job interview might just be nervous about making a good impression, rather than hiding something. Cultural awareness. Understanding cultural differences is key to reading people accurately. What's considered polite, confident, or honest behavior varies greatly between cultures. For instance, in some Asian cultures, it's considered rude to make prolonged eye contact, while in Western cultures, it's often seen as a sign of confidence. Being aware of these differences can help you avoid misreading people based on your own cultural biases. 6. Practice makes perfect. Reading people is not something you can master overnight. It takes time, practice, and patience to develop this skill. Start by observing people in everyday situations, whether at work, in social settings, or even when watching TV shows or movies. Pay attention to how their body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions align with their words and actions. Over time, you'll become more attuned to the subtle cues that reveal what people are really thinking and feeling. In the end, mastering the art of reading people isn't just about improving your ability to understand others, it's about enhancing your own emotional intelligence, empathy, and social awareness. By paying attention to the small details and learning to interpret the signals people give off, you'll be better equipped to navigate complex social situations, build stronger relationships, and make more informed decisions in both your personal and professional life. This video should give you a thorough understanding of how to read people effectively, from body language to emotional intelligence and beyond. By combining these skills with empathy and practice, you'll be well on your way to mastering the art of reading people.